What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on BABA stock.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And in today's video, first of all, I will show you where we are on a price chart and how we caught this entire movement to the downside, during which this asset lost about 11% of its value. Then I will continue with the fundamental news and I will show you that for now we are in quite tricky situation because of the sentiment of this news. And at the end of this video I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis, and I will show you what should we expect next. So let's start with the price chart. I made my previous video right here at this point when this asset tested for the first time the range of about $72, and it is the range of support, basically the last range of support according to FIB retracement tool. And let me show you that if I pull the FIB retracement tool from its swing low at roughly $58.63 to this swing high at $121.14, we have this range as the last range of potential support, and it is the confluence with this previous swing high that was the top of the first wave. And for now, we were at this point during my last video, we had a breakout below this range, but then we bounced back, and for now we are again exactly at the same spot. So it is quite interesting, but in my opinion, potentially we completed the 5-wave structure to the downside, and we have a decent contender to the movement to the upside, at least for the retracement. But everything I will show you in my technical analysis, and for now let's continue with the fundamental news. First of all, let me show you the total sentiment of the news in regards to Alibaba stock. If you type in Google search bar BABA stock and switch to news tab folder, you will see that we have plenty of news, but the majority of them are quite outdated. It was published 2 weeks ago, 1 week ago, and so on and so forth. And I have to say that if we take a look on the sentiment of the major news, and unfortunately I have to say that I don't have an access behind the paywall for CNBC and for example, Bloomberg, but in general we have to make our conclusion based on the title alone. JP Morgan picks China stocks to buy now. Alibaba's not on the list. And the second article is here. Saudi PIF pumps more money into Alibaba-backed tech venture. And on the one hand, it is quite decent news, but on the other hand, the total amount of investment of PIF into Alibaba's joint venture is about $200 million. And it is a very, very small amount of money that might drive the entire value of Alibaba company to the upside. On top of that, let me show you here. If you click on this tiny icon and switch to more news, you will find on your top right side several different news, and let me show you this one. Once unstoppable, Alibaba is now faltering, according to Wall Street Journal. And this article has a quite bearish sentiment because on the one hand it is a huge company, and let me show you that previously, if you zoom out to, for example, weekly time frame, and let me delete all unnecessary tools, you can see that previously we were at the same price point back in May of 2016. But for now, right after more than 7 years of consistent improvements of their business model, we are exactly at the same spot. And the data for Alibaba for now is much more attractive rather than it was back in 2016. But in general, yes, we lost a substantial amount of the value, during which this asset lost about 78% of its price. And guys, let me again switch to hourly time frame, and let me remind you that if we have a lot of bearish news, and if the asset breaks certain crucial levels like 0.786, on the one hand it is a very bearish side, but on the other hand we might approach to the trend reversal. And usually trend reversal happens within the most unexpected ways, and I think we are about to see quite similar price action, because in general, if you take a look from the recent price action from the beginning of August, when this asset was at $102, it lost more than about 30% within 130 days. And we have to see some kind of reaction to the upside, especially if you take a look in their earnings report, that is quite positive. But in general, this movement to the downside is the result of the uncertainty on the market in Chinese economy, and is the result of the uncertainty with Alibaba's own actions, like spin-off to 6 different companies. And yes, for now we don't have any details, and this spin-off was announced back in March, I guess, of this year. And for more than 6 months we don't have any updates in regards to this news, and that is why this asset is still in downtrend. So, and let's continue with the technical analysis, but before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, on the one hand, and I've told you this in my previous video, if this asset breaks $71.96, and let me show you that we have clear breakout below this range, and if this asset breaks it, we basically have an open door to see lower price action. But on the other hand, if you take a look on a weekly time frame, you can see that the latest candle is undecisive candle. It has quite similar wicks to the both sides, and it has a quite small body. And with this wick to the downside, we didn't break this range, and this means this candle already closed, and we have to see the next candle in order to make our conclusion for the long-term investors in which direction this asset might go. So, but on the other hand, let me show you like this. If you are quite a risky trader, definitely this movement to the downside, which broke the range of about $72, and this bounce to the upside, creates a decent opportunity. And this opportunity is following. If you add your position incrementally to the downside with the tight stop loss slightly below $71, you will have about 1.5% or let's say 2% of downside potential. But the upside potential is quite substantial. We have to break this previous swing high in order to unload the structure that this asset was forming for more than 130 days. And which implies, let me show you, about 11% of upside potential with about 2% of downside potential. And the risk to reward ratio is higher than 5-to-1, and this means it is quite decent setup, especially if your trading skills are quite high and if you use stop loss orders. So I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack.